On February 3rd, the distinctive roar of C-130J Hercules aircraft filled the air at Camp Pendleton. The 317th Airlift Wing, based out of Dallas Air Force Base, Texas, had arrived. But this wasn't just an Air Force ship waiting on the ground. The elite warriors of the or IME, powerful and combat fighting forces on the planet. Together, two branches of the United States Armed Forces will spend the next 3 days pushing the boundaries of joint military operations. The Council kicked off with something that built the foundation of any great military partnership: trust and knowledge. Marine firefighters stationed at Camp Pendleton will give an exclusive, up-close tour of the C-130J Hercules, one of the most versatile tactical airlifters in the world. From its powerful Rolls-Royce turboprop engines to its massive rear cargo transport, troops, vehicles, and critical supplies, the Marines learn exactly what this aircraft can do, and more importantly, how to protect it and its crew in an emergency. Because when airmen and Marines operate together, every team member must understand every piece of the mission. At two critical locations, Naval Landing Field on Cincinnati Island, back in Camp Pendleton, Air Force and joint teams execute precise, real-world fueling procedures of the C-130J. This is no ordinary task. Fueling a tactical aircraft in a forward or austere environment, far from traditional air base, requires specialized training, strict safety protocols, and flawless coordination. San Clemente Island, an active military training range off the coast of California, represented exactly the kind of remote, challenging environment where rapid air mobility must succeed. Because in combat, fuel doesn't always come easy. You train the way you fight. Joint teams conducted aircraft emergency response training, a high-intensity, realistic drill designed to simulate in-flight and on-ground emergencies involving the C-130J. Fire crews, medical personnel, and emergency responders move with speed and precision because in a real emergency, seconds are the difference between life and loss. This training ensures that whether the aircraft is on the runway at Camp Pendleton or on a forward operating strip anywhere in the world, the response will be fast, coordinated, and effective. Behind every great military operation is leadership that communicates. Senior enlisted leaders from the 317th Airlift Wing and I-Marine Expedition Force came together for a dedicated leadership synchronization session, exchanging hard lessons, aligning expectations, and forging kind of professional relationships that make joint operations not just possible, but unstoppable. These are the backbone leaders, master sergeants, gunnery sergeants, senior chiefs, who translate strategy into action and ensure their people are always mission ready. On February 5th, the C-130J's 317th Airlift Wing rolled back onto the runway at Camp Pendleton. Engines roared, propellers turned, and one by one, they climbed back into the California sky. But they left behind something more valuable than any piece of equipment: validated concepts, strengthened partnerships, and a joint force more ready for them. The spring 2026 C-130 Weapon System Council brought together active duty, National Guard, and Reserve C-130 units under a single mission: to validate rapid air mobility